What's going on, guys? Before we get into the video here, I'm gonna talk about this awesome software I've been using called exhilarating. Now what the software does is it optimizes your connection, making it to be more stable. And what that does is it decreases your ping and your freezing and all that kind of spikes like that. So it lowers your ping and your MS. So say you're over here in the server on a different part of the country and your servers are on this part of the country and you have like 200 ping or whatever like that. It can lower it down to 80 or it doesn't matter how high your ping is. It lowers it by like over 50%. It's crazy. I've been using it and I've just been seeing tremendous results in it. In a game like Albion where we have these kind of issues, this software is extremely strong and I recommend everybody checking it out. In the link description below, there's like a free trial. You can guys check it out and everything like that, and I have a referral code and all that. But definitely check it out because it makes like the game just run extremely smooth. All right, boys, let's get into the video. Yo, what's going on, boys? You're probably like, what is going on with this? Why does he have this random gear in his bag? Today we're going to go through soloing with every class. Now we're going to do a generalization of it. So I'm going to do all the mage weapons, and I'm going to do like, you know, spears, hammers, and so on and so on and so on. You can change these out for any way that you want, but this is just what I use for this. And like basically, if I only show one weapon, like if I show like just forge hammers, this build works for all hammers. And if I show just, you know, like daggers, this build works for all daggers, so on and so on. This is just like a general idea to get you guys out there, be able to fame farm as fast as you can solo, keep your health regen up, and also be able to knock out as much damage as you can, and just do it as quick as you can without having to worry about just, you know, just trying to figure out what you want to do. So let's get started on this, boys. We're gonna do mages first. Okay, so the first part of the mage build is my favorite setup for a mage build. We're going to go with a guardian helmet, and the guardian helmet has an ability that allows you to heal yourself and cleanse yourself on a 30-second cooldown. So that allows people that if you're out fame farming and they try to attack you like a curse or any kind of or fire, or anybody that has anything that can stack, you can purge those stacks off, be like vile curse and stuff like that. The second part of the build is going to be the chest. And the chest means in Scholar Robe. Scholar Robe has an ability called Speedcaster. It increases your casting speed by a tremendous amount. It's only on a 40-second cooldown. It's really strong. The boots we're using right now is going to be Assassin Boots. Now, Assassin Boots has an ability called Refreshing Sprint that lowers the cooldowns of all your abilities, which is really strong. And that's for like if you're playing Arcane or something like that. But if you're playing Fire or Frost, I recommend using Scholar Boots, because Scholar Boots has an ability called Focused Run, which allows you to get energy back. And those are very energy heavy builds. So the way this works is you're going to use Aggressive Caster on all your abilities for your passive for your weapon. And what you want to do is you want to line it up to where aggressive caster and your speed casting is up at the same time. Now it's pretty easy to do. So you're going to start out with here on Arcane, you'll start with like a W to start your +1 ability, then you'll go Q, and then you'll go another Q, and then you pop your ability, your chest ability, and then by that time you use your E to, like, you know, silence like that. And by the time you have both of your abilities up and you're just burning people down. Now this is really strong in PvE as well as in PvP. When people come and try to attack me and they're like, oh, it's a, you know, it's an Arcane, no big deal, they come try to attack me, and I just pop all these abilities and I burst them down, they're just like, holy crap. So never underestimate that. So you want to make sure that you're giving yourself the opportunity to set up your aggressive caster and your speed burst ability, and that way you can just burn people down really fast. Okay, so for healers, you can go a lot of different options for helmets. You can either do a mercenary helmet to cleanse yourself. You can do a cleric cowl to have an ice block, you know, that would give you hots on yourself. It's really good for nature, having hots on yourself and be able to go with ice block and all that. Or you can go with just the straight, that I think is the best setup, is going to be the Scholar Cowl to give energy back. You can do the Druid Robe for the excessive burst, make sure heals and your damage stronger. Assassin Boots, so you can have that refreshing sprint as well up. Now, there's a lot of different options, like I said, you can go with. You can even go with this is for nature. This is really strong for nature to be able to, because you have a lot of active spells and stuff like that going on. But if you're going to do holy, I would switch out the chest piece to Scholar, so you can have the Speedcaster. So you can have the Speedcaster and the Aggressive Caster combo, because, you know, be able to hit really hard. And you can go to a Scholar Boots, which gives you a Focused Run, which gives you mana back. That's really strong, and healing is really easy to solo with. It just, you know, obviously takes a bit longer because it doesn't do as much damage, but you never die. Well, you don't lose as much health. On your W ability, you just make sure you're using whatever DPS you have. So for holy, you want to be using Smite, and then for nature, you want to go ahead and start using Thorns, Poison, or whatever, and you'll be good to go. Also, with using healing staffs, you get to use a different type of food. You get to use like either a cooldown food like omelets or either a stew for damage, and that allows you to be able to progress faster without having to worry about losing health and stuff like that, because you're a healer. Okay, Curse is a little bit different because Curse doesn't really have that many cast abilities. So for soloing with Curse, it's a really easy setup. You're going to use Scholar Helmet to give you back your mana, Scholar Cow. You're going to use a Mercenary Jacket on your chest, which is a leather chest that gives you it gives you health every time that you do damage. And since Curse is a very dot heavy build, you're just getting tons and tons of healing back. And then on the boots, I still use Refreshing Sprint on my boots. So Curse is like different like that, because like I said, Curse is it doesn't have a lot of casting, so you can use Curse any way you want. You can also use the Graveguard helmet with the Cleric robe for the Graveguard Cleric robe cheese, which basically when you get low health, you pop your Cleric robe, which is your Everlasting Spirit, then you hit your Graveguard ability, which is on your helmet, and it heals you, and you take no damage and you go back to pretty much full health. That's a really strong cheese with that as well. So you don't have to worry about doing any casting or anything like that, because obviously Curse doesn't really need to worry about any kind of casting. Alrighty, for spears, you're going to go two different ways. You can do the stacking method. Now, the stacking method is going to be right here with the soldier chest. So, I'm still a firm believer in using the Guardian Helmet. Having that heal and that cleanse is extremely strong. You're going to go soldier chest for the ability called Fury. Now, Fury, when you pop it, every time you take damage, it stacks. And when it gets to full stacks, you deal just a massive amounts of damage. And then on the boots, you're going to go with just plain old assassin boots with the Refreshing Sprint. Having Refreshing Sprint is very, very awesome, and I definitely agree to have it on all classes. A real quick thing here on food. I know I haven't talked about food yet. My food is it's a health regen food. You can do cabbage soup, you can do catfish. Anything that gives you a health regen outside of combat allows you to have less downtime in between mobs, and you allow yourself to, kill more mobs, which gives you more fame, and so on and so on. So make sure you use one of the health regen foods. You can use GPS food if you want, but I really do enjoy the health regen food. So this next build is my favorite build for pretty much all melee. So you're going to have a Stalker Helmet to make them take more damage. You're going to use the Helion Jacket to heal yourself and give them damage. Refreshing Sprint on the boots as always, like I said. This is just really strong because you use the Stalker Hood. A hood is what's called. I show everything helmet. Use the Stalker Hood on when they're below 50% health, and they just take tremendous amounts of more damage. You can see here, I'm hitting people for like 3k, almost 2k. This is my favorite melee build right now at the time. Alrighty guys, now for bows and daggers, I use the same build. It's going to be the Guardian Helmet for the heal and the cleanse. Hunter Jacket, because Hunter Jacket gives you a haste increase. Now that increases your attack speed, which is really strong for daggers and bows, to be able to pump out a lot of damage. And I'm still a firm believer in having the Refreshing Sprint on your boots, because the faster your cooldowns, the more you can do damage. Now as far as food goes, you can either do a damage food or a health regen food outside of combat. They're both extremely strong. If you're new to the game, or if you're new to fame farming, I would definitely recommend using the health regen, because you're going to take a lot more damage from mobs because you don't have the higher reaver or higher specs in your weapons and armor. So the health regen will definitely be a lot better for you in the beginning. And once you get a good specs, you can go ahead and switch back on to the damage food. But this is a really good combo right here, because you have a heal and a cleanse, you have attack speed bonus, which is your chest piece, and you get your cooldowns a lot faster. Now, like I said, there's tons of different ways you can play every one of these classes, especially bows and daggers. There's tons of ways you can solo bows and daggers. You can even have like a royal helmet with a stun, but these are just, I think, easy ways to fame farm that'll get you started. Alright guys, hope the video wasn't too all over the place. Like I said, Albion is just amazing. Like, there's tons of different combinations you can do with gear, you can do with abilities, that just makes this game weighted. You can use a Mage cow for poison, do more damage, all kinds of things, guys. That's what makes Albion, like I said, just a tremendous game. It's endless possibilities. But these are my favorite setups for, ranged and melee. I have tremendous success with these. And when I go out solo fame farming, I do really, really, really well. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Go down in the comments below if you have a different type of build that you personally love that might not have been on here. I would love to try it out and talk to you guys about it. And as always, see you guys later on this week for the Spears Guide. And until next time, boys, love y'all so much, and peace.